It's morning-ish. Morning-ish. Trying something different today. I definitely would preface saying I'm not an artist, I just like to draw. And also, I am anxious about drawing in front of people. But I'm gonna make myself do it. Maybe. I don't know. So I think I'm gonna work on like an image for follows, I guess. I don't know what to do. But that's what I'm gonna start and just see what happens. I've decided that I think I'm gonna go with like a crow holding a stone in its mouth. We'll see if it comes out. I don't know. We'll see. I also have not warmed up. I do have a reference photo that I am going off from. And it's gonna look like a bunch of nothing for a little bit here. I sort of sketch stuff. Also don't know how the settings are and how this actually looks. Got kind of this section. These are kind of hidden by the feathers. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I also need to remember that they'll still be small. We'll see. Been wanting to do more. Well, I've been wanting to do this for a while, and then I didn't have right cord to get my iPad to actually display. And I finally just got that. No, I'm trying. In theory, I'd like to do this often, but in practice, we'll see if it actually turns out that way. Sometimes I don't follow through on things. Also glad that like I'm doing a lot of like flipping and stuff on my screen, and so I'm glad it's not doing that for you guys. Because that would look a mess, probably. This crow is like standing on something. Well, standing on a post. I don't really want to necessarily have that in the image. This is not. This is more straight down. I think that's a better line. Alright, I'm probably gonna focus and I guess stop talking. Unless people will show up. goes like all the way through, though. There's like a pin feather or something here. I don't know. I don't really know bird anatomy either. I'm just using the reference. So it's got like straighter feathers here, and then the tail comes down. My cat is making noise, but that wasn't super loud. Hey, Stone Knife Guy, what's up? Cool duck. Yeah, sure. It's supposed to be a crow, but obviously the very start stages of sketching, so it doesn't really look like anything at this point. How have you been? You don't have to be sorry. I don't care. Mostly okay, how am I? Yeah, I'd say mostly okay too. Sometimes that's the best we got, right? Mostly okay. This is not long enough up here. Whoops, that's not the tool I meant to grab. Well, it was, but I didn't change it to freehand. Did I finish Dyson Fold? I believe I got through all of the like base level evil or easy normal level of everything. Pretty sure I did the last one. The Tidebringer or something like that. Was that the last one? I don't remember. It was after the update, I think. So I think so. I played most of it off stream though, I guess. I did not try Endless. Maybe I will do that at some point. Do you, I'm assuming that's where you just try to go as far as you can and you'd recommend it? Okay. Yeah, I'll give it a try. You kind of just compete against yourself for getting as far as you can. Okay. That would be cool, because like sometimes you get to the end of the boss or the end boss and you're like, oh, okay. I could probably keep going. Did I go to school for art? No. I just have always liked doing it to some degree, not extensively. Especially with life, like you sometimes kind of get caught up in other things. Yeah, this is just a little too small. Okay. I think that looks sort of better shaped. A little bit over though. Yeah, pretty much just a hobby. Something I like to do sometimes. Good creative outlet. Oh, you draw too? Cool. You make NPCs and monsters for D&D games. That's pretty cool. And I'm sure you're probably better than you think, because all of us do that. But it's fun to practice. It's also helpful in, like, realizing that it doesn't really matter if you're good or not. Like, it's the doing that's important, I guess. I feel like something is weird with this neck. Like, I'd have that out too far. Yeah, because this feather should be slightly out. Legs are too short. That's the problem. I'm like, this just does not look right at all. Use the symmetry tool. Yeah. That can be helpful. Let's try this leg area again. So this leg kind of has, you can see a little bit of its feathered part, I guess. A little bit. I'm probably gonna make it too long. Overcompensating. Also just simplifying it. Nope, that's still not long enough. Should be farther back. Do you have a favorite, like, NPC or monster that you've drawn? I also, that's mostly what I like to do sometimes too, is like draw my OCs. Not very well. People are hard, but or it's just easier to see the discrepancies, I guess. That's too far over. Something like that, something like that. Ish. I don't know, we'll fix it later. I also guess I want to make it a little bit less realistic. You once made a beholder that had no eyes, only teeth? Ooh, so like little mouths where the eye stalks are? That sounds cool. And terrifying. Makes me think about like what sort of attacks it does. It doesn't have the eyes to send out magic. I mean, I guess it just bites things. Maybe. Or do you have lore in it? lore that you've made with it. Yeah, pretty much in whatever eye rays it had. Oh, it breathed them out. Oh, okay, that makes sense. That's cool. Cats are running around on things. Sorry for the noise. A disintegrate. Oh. Sorry, now I'm just visualizing this beholder. Okay, I don't think this is long enough still. This is too sharp of an angle. The head seems too big for the body. Maybe that would be better? Yeah, that looks better. His parent dreamt of a blind musician that the parent was in love with. That's why it was born messed up. Interesting. Was this part of a campaign that you ran? Or just that you played in? Or just an idea, I guess. Pretty cool. I just don't know. I think I just need to move to a different layer now and kind of fix the shapes a little bit. I could also sing out of its main mouth and the smaller mouse or the back. That's awesome. You were the DM. Cool. Maybe this actually needs to be more straight down back here. That's the... Too angled. I'm just gonna put a line in here to kind of help me with this. I don't think it needs to be more like that. Ish. Okay. Head shape was ish. We got that kind of like little point. I should exaggerate the angles. I'm bad at doing that. I forget that exaggeration can make things look better. It was also good aligned because it was its way of rebelling against its parent. Oh, okay. A good aligned beholder. Oh no, I just realized I did not put my power cord in to this adapter, and so my thing is gonna die. Let me plug that in real quick. I think that it's charging now. Hopefully. I don't know how to do things on here without messing up the display. If I can do things on here without messing up the display? I don't know. Hopefully it's charging. It didn't, like, make the indication sound that it was. But it should be, I believe. Guess we'll find out if it cuts out. Called Benatar after Pat Benatar. Nice. Good name. Yeah, I don't see the battery icon. I don't know. I guess I could turn this off for just a second. Capture? Okay, yeah. We're good. It's charging. I didn't know if I, like, changed screens, if that was gonna flip what was displaying on the screen. Because I don't know how to stream. It's the first time I'm doing this thing on here, so. Okay. I can't really see the edges of this. So, you know what? Definitely not, right? See, I'm not, you can tell I'm not very skilled. Oops. What did I just select? Skilled because probably people are much better at not having to rearrange stuff all the time. Why is... Oh, I'm on the wrong layer. Well, that makes sense. We'll just pretend that didn't happen. Ooh, that looks for sure. I think it needs to be. Alright, that looks way better. This one feather that's stuck out a little bit. Okay. Tail feathers kind of go behind. Even more. Something like that. This actually needs to go up a little bit too. Oops. A little knobby like me. Maybe I should have the post, the top of the post, like in the image, I guess. Maybe that would help me with the feet issue. It's kind of like this. And a big claw. Weird because the angle, like, you can't really see a lot of its foot. This image. You can see a little bit of a toe back there. See even less of this back foot, which is hard for me to figure out what to do with it. We'll say something like this. It doesn't look perfect, but whatever. I'll probably readjust it later. Okay, let's... Ooh, that looks too thin in this image. What? Guess I need... Oh, I didn't do this right. And I did make it go more straight down, but that kind of made it narrower. So I'm just going to go a little bit farther out. Okay, that kind of looks closer-ish. I don't know. his mouth, I guess. Oh, more like this. Alright. I'm trying to decide the, like, stone in its mouth, how round I want that to be. It's super round in the photo, almost like it's a marble, but I'm trying to think of it more as like a stone. But I guess some stones are pretty round. Kind of goes really to the end. Just make a circle, but I don't want it to be too perfect because it wouldn't match the rest of it. Wouldn't match the rest of the imperfection. Oh, alright though, it's not. It holds it. Maybe the bottom isn't long enough. Okay. Front of its beak is holding it differently in the image, but that's okay. It's more right at the point. Or maybe it's just, no, maybe his mouth is twisted. That's what it is. I don't know. Good enough, I think. That seems a little too... Things never look quite right for a long time. Like, I don't know. Whatever. Good enough. I need to figure out how to make this a little more cartoony. Really bad at like translating stuff. Sometimes from realistic to cartoon. Not that I do that a lot. I need to practice, I guess. I do think having the post is probably a good idea, just to have the very top of the post in this image. I'm just gotta figure out exactly where that is. No, this other layer now, I think. Maybe. It looks so weird when I turn the other layer off. I don't know why. It's not that much different, but it is at the same time. Maybe I was more accurate with the angle before, and I just thought I wasn't. Basically, I do way too many sketch layers. Because I kind of do it and then I kind of go over it to fix some stuff and then I kind of go over it again to fix some stuff. Sometimes not. Sometimes I will go to like inking it after. We'll see. Okay, I gotta figure this post out. Well, essentially there's like on this layer. Oops. I turn the gesture off. No, I don't want a straight line. I'm just trying to figure out where I want this line to go. I turned it on for something. I think I was making straight lines, and then let's see if I can turn it off. Because sometimes it is helpful, but sometimes I hesitate too long. What does? No. Advanced cursor settings? Oh. Oh, gesture controls. Right. That would make sense. Also glad this isn't displaying, it's just the canvas. That's cool. I set it up okay. Yay. Draw and hold to make a shape. We're gonna turn that off. Okay. It should stop doing that to me now. I think that's probably okay-ish. Okay-ish. Alright, I'll call that good. I'm not gonna really have a whole post in there, but we'll cut it off like that or something. I don't know. Okay. Closer. It's just kind of what I was trying to follow for some reason. I think this line is a little off. Oh, I should have like another reference image. Diablo. Because that was the first cartoon I could think of. Maybe there's more? I don't know. Are there more cartoon crows? Probably, but who knows? Again, I need to simplify. It's so hard to simplify. Okay. Make this layer. On another layer. Surprise. I'll move to a pen brush. No. Okay. So cartoon-ish. Oh. I undid the wrong thing. That's not... I could have swore I selected the other layer. That's not clicked all the way. Okay. And let's make you a little bit bigger. A little bit bigger. Okay. Tend towards like heavy outline. Well, heavier weighted outlines. I could do that where I do super heavy outlines on the outside. Maybe? I don't know. We'll look at it. Okay, this is where I'm probably gonna click undo way too many times. Sometimes I feel like I should not do that. Way too much. Press the lines. I just don't make them. No. Especially, I don't know. It takes me a while to get into it sometimes. Also, my cat's running around. In case you were wondering what that sound is. It's just running back and forth behind me. Whoa, that was not... I just feel like this still isn't heavy enough line weight. And I can always do something different later. Simplify. That doesn't go as far, but I kind of like... Okay, but it's not far enough in. We'll just readjust. Just readjust. This eraser size is way too big. What the heck? Line art always looks so lifeless on the style, I think. I think I need to start this one. I'll have a good angle. I also think I'm unsure of which line I'm using. I think this one's not right. Working to zoom in. trying to undo. The shape I did on this wing is not. I'm getting back to like the sketchy sort of phase, and I'm like, no, I'm trying not to do that again. That should be longer. No. No. And this other side has like a little. Maybe like that, kind of. Kind of. Definitely gonna make some of those lines thicker, I think. I always struggle with brushes because I don't feel like there's a good pen brush in here. I haven't really looked for more, but for a pen that doesn't have like pressure sensitivity as much, this, like, because I'm not good at the control on that. I don't know. Let's don't do that. That's not right. Need to fix. Regular. A little bit more cartoony feel. It's just an approximation of a girl, right? An approximation that other people can see. What art is? It's not right. It's gotta be like this. Alright, we're gonna exaggerate this. I think. Let's try it. Let's try it. Is that the right angle? See, this is like not inking. This is sketch inking. Maybe Sunday, if I keep practicing, I'll be better at not having to redo things. I know I keep saying that. One of these lines for now, too. I just need to start this line from the top. closer? No, it's still not what I want. I should probably make sure I don't lose track of time because I have things I have to do in a little bit. Sometimes I'll just totally delete the whole layer when I get to this point. Maybe this is... Need to decide how curvy I'm going and how angular I'm going because I keep going back and forth and it's just not working together. Like for the style of this row. I don't really draw enough to have an actual style myself. Like a zoned in, oh, that's my style, because I don't draw enough. But I'd like to someday. I'll draw more. Yeah, I think I definitely will have to do another actual real ink layer after I get my final shape decided. But even then, I'm probably gonna end up changing stuff because that's what I do. do think I've decided maybe to go with heavier weighted lines as well. Okay, so we've kind of got a line here. Here? Nope. It's more straight than that. Because this part is just more like a wing thing. And this is its back. Alright, good enough, whatever. I need to move on. Should drink some water. Ooh, I just realized how warm this adapter is. Oops. Okay, so this line up here actually follows the tail. So I think I need to do a light. I don't think I really paid attention to that when I was sketching. I'm gonna make a line that's gonna go kind of like this. It will mostly erase. Make sure I kind of follow the line I am intending to. Okay, I think that works okay. This line is not very, like, nice looking, but... In my second line inking layer. Will go a little bit easier than the first lining layer. Less adjustments each time. Okay. That's a tail, but we do also have these other feathers that go over top of the tail. And that kind of diamonds this way. Seems too sharp. It does go way down here. this one. I need to get some more allergy medicine, and I keep forgetting. That sort of like this sort of red. It goes under this, but the way that this line is lining up, it does not look quite right, so I'm gonna extend that just a little bit. Change the angle on this just a little bit, I think. Oops. And then this can be fixed. That's better. I don't know. Sure. I don't know. I don't know how birds work. It sort of looks like a wing shape. A folded wing shape. Let's get this tail kind of finished. Just like a little bit of a fan shape, but it's so subtle, but I'm gonna exaggerate it a little bit. For art. Or an approximation of art. Whatever. I don't like the angle of that. I should turn this so my hand does the angle I want. That's too wide, I think. No, it curves in too much at the end. That's what it is. I just did it again. Why am I doing that? I guess it's because it's the angle I have this at. Okay. More straight, I think. Yeah, I think. Sure. I feel like somehow this doesn't look like it's in the right spot anymore. So we're gonna redraw that. Yeah, we're gonna probably do another layer for these lines to fix them. Because then this also doesn't look right. We're just a little too far, I think. I think, like, making myself talk out loud as I do this makes me realize some stuff about my brain. just don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I gotta fix, I think, the line from here. Shouldn't be tapering in. I think. This one definitely is wrong. Better. Sort of just a trial and error sort of thing when you don't have skills that are developed in a way. Even when you have skills, I guess it's probably just trial and error. That makes it kind of fun though. Problem solving too, in a way. Doesn't seem like it should be, but it is. Alright, we're getting closer. Let's work on these legs. Little bird legs. I think I might just do this part really quicker, since I'm probably gonna do another line later over this to fix stuff. I mean, really quicker lines are smoother. I'm just so like conscious about doing it that I'm bad at quick lines, but they do look way better. Especially with weighted pens. Or not weighted, but pressure sensitive pins. Hopefully my second line layer will be a little bit more quicker lines. Eventually get to that point where it's a little bit quicker. But definitely it's a struggle at the start of drawing for me to do that. I think that went too far. Don't waste time on doing the little things that I'm gonna go over anyhow. Working on the shape. I gotta remember that. Just working on the shape. I'll fix that later. Figure that out later. Something-ish. Definitely too thick. Okay. I'll deal with that later. Probably too big for the eye. Really hard to see in this reference photo. that angle that I'm looking at it through. And then I just made it just the same size. I think I know what I need to do. I'm not gonna change the size, but in general, I think it's more like that. It looked too angry? It's not supposed to be angry. I'm gonna remember to, like, if I'm doing this for a small image, I need to remember the details are gonna be lost. Anyhow. Hey, what's up, Ewok? I don't know. That eye's not placed right. I'll probably mess with it again. I think it needs to move over or something. I think it's like almost to the beak. And I keep not putting it there because I don't know why. Okay, I think that placement would look better. The lines are not great, but it doesn't matter because I'm gonna do another line layer. Yeah, that looks a little more bird-like, I think. Maybe? Oh, probably. Alright, I should decide on what feathers I want to actually make lines for. I need to keep it minimal. Since I don't want it to be super realistically. Obviously, I need to do something with this one a little bit just because it looks weird the way it's just kind of sitting there. And then make some jagged edges, I guess. No, not like that though. That? No, that's probably too much. Too much. Scale back. Remember your goal. I immediately say one thing and then start doing the opposite of that. Okay. So I do think I need to like put some definition of feathers in here in some way. I think I should look back at cartoon style birds again. They keep it super simple. Maybe I should stop looking at the like image of the real crow now. I don't like those lines, but another right angle. Okay. The angles are kind of like this. Kind of. Sure. fix this. Okay, the back ones are interesting because there's kind of like feathers, like stacked weird. I mean, not for the bird because they're stacked so they can fly, but for me drawing them, I don't know. No more like this ish. No. What is this line? Of course, they increasingly get larger, but something more like that. Definitely just idea shooting right now, though. How I don't know. And we got jaggedy lines here. So many feathers. This line still does not look right. I don't know why. Gotta be a little wider. The whole thing. Oh, you know what? I haven't done. Flipped this. Oh, it doesn't flip it on that screen. Interesting. I didn't realize it wouldn't flip it on your end. Hey, Ashley, though. What's up? I am trying to do art. I find it curious that it doesn't flip the image on that projection, I guess. Alright. I think it looks okay-ish, though, flipped, so that's good. Alright, let's finish deciding what I'm doing with the feather definitions. I was hoping to get the line art done before I had to go today. Since this is my underline art, I don't know if I'm gonna make it. Looking great, thanks. It's definitely still in progress. Slow progress. I think I need to do, because again, there's like layering obviously in the tail feathers. But how many lines do I want in there? Especially since it fans more, I think I gotta make this like more like that. Not at the same time. More like that, maybe. Oops. Sort of. Okay. Then in that case, these lines are not what I want. fanned from this direction. Kind of just closer and closer together. I don't want a ton of lines. I'm gonna make 2 lines. Maybe 3 lines. It's not reading that it gets closer together well. I don't know, something like that. And then of course this one, there's like a line here, and then this one actually kind of goes up a little bit, so I think I should something like this. Exaggerate that more. Maybe I put something here. Okay, am I going simple or am I not going simple? Yikes. Sorry, distracted for a second. I do think I'm getting closer to what I was looking for. I don't know how it's gonna read from like a distance, but whatever. You can always use it for something else or use it as a base to redo it at a different resolution. I guess. Okay. I think I just need to maybe do... something up by its neck, because it looks too blank, but also it's gonna have color. I'm trying to be simplistic, and then I can do shading, I guess. That's fine. That's fine. I'll call that fine. Cute if it had like a silly like feather detail on its head. Like a stray feather just sticking out of place. Maybe I should figure out how to do that without looking like a different sort of bird. But crows are so sleek and elegant. Maybe? Are they? I don't know. True, they are elegant. I like them. I'm not like normally like a bird enthusiast, I guess. I like birds, they're cool, but I guess I wouldn't want a pet bird. That's what I'm saying. I like birds in nature. But I don't think I'd want to have to deal with caring for one inside a house. Okay, I need to make a decision on if I do any detail on the top. If I add a little funny little feather. I mean, this is a funny feather. This is like a representation of me, I guess, in a way, for my channel. Sort of. A little funny seems like it should be a thing. So not so serious. I could always add that later too. I think I'm gonna maybe do an actual real line layer now. I'm sure some of this will change again as I do that. I should do something with these feathers so they're a little bit separated though, I think, to give it a little more character. Maybe I shouldn't do that second one. Right, yes. Stream. Gosh. Though again, it's gonna be farther away. Not gonna read that anyhow. Ugh. I don't know how people like me make Twitch emotes and stuff. Like, they definitely have practice in seeing things small. Alright, I'm just gonna keep messing with stuff. Too much. A new line layer. I'm gonna turn off the sketch layer, but it's gonna look weird. It always looks so weird and like naked when you do that. Lifeless, maybe? I don't know. Okay. Let's check this opacity. I think I also want to do this in, instead of like such a black, a little bit more of a purple black. For the lines. Okay, and I feel like I don't know what pen to use because use a more textured one. Help with like, oh, that's really opaque or translucent though. I don't like that. Nope. Next. Do a marker. I don't know if that bleeds over though. I guess not in the dark. It doesn't. And then it would be a little bit bigger. I'm gonna make it a little bit smaller though. Yeah, we'll see how this goes. It still has a little bit of pressure sensitivity. I don't know. I don't know why everything does. Nope. I'm like, is this too heavy of a line? I'm gonna change my angle. Do that. See, that looks super thick. We'll do it. It's different than what I normally do. I don't normally go with super thick lines. Sometimes I have thicker lines, but not this thick. Oops. Long lines are hard. I don't use my elbow enough. I'm too much of a wrist drawer. And so like I don't get very straight long lines. I don't like it. Try ankle. Okay, that's good. Enough. Should I do something with this? Probably, I think. Top one at least. I'm gonna do a little notch in it. Oops. That it probably won't read from far away anyhow. Hello, cat. I don't really have room on my lap right now. I have a drawing pad there. Oh. Sorry. No. You literally cannot lay on my lap right now, guy. Okay, you're gonna do it anyhow and then fall off my lap because you don't pay attention to gravity. Ooh. Alright, well, I guess I'm gonna realign how I'm drawing. I don't know how I'm going to do that, but apparently I had to. This cat is like so unaware of like how gravity works, and it's so hard because I often have to like catch him from falling off of my lap, which definitely doesn't work when I'm trying to draw. Yeah, it's fun. He's such a sweet kitty, though. I guess I will adjust him for... Okay. I don't know how I'm gonna draw, though. I gotta rearrange some stuff. Hold on. It's too straight on the table. Just redo this line as many times as possible. Line is so long. Apparently, really not straight? Too straight? I don't know. You believe, thanks. Do you believe that I can draw while holding up a cat? With my iPad very flat on the table. As long as someone does. I mean, it's working for now. Good enough. Or maybe you were talking about the line. I don't know. I probably see chat even slower than I normally do because I'm looking at my tablet. But okay. You're moving. Alright. Sure. Or you're just gonna keep moving. Okay. Okay. Nope, you cannot bite. No, you cannot bite my pen. Alright, you might have to get down. All of the above. Oh, okay. Cool, cool. My hand. Not go the right direction. So hard. There we go. Good enough. I also realized like this line is not. I thought I made it more purple, but it doesn't look purple since I don't have any other colors on the screen yet. I guess. You believe in me? You believe in me to hold up the cat and draw amazing arms. Aw, thanks Ashley though, I appreciate that. I believe in you being here and being supportive. But thanks. No. Can't do that. You cannot play with my pen. Oh, Kitty, I'm trying to get this done before I have to go. Please, please, please. By done, I mean the line's done. Only we'll have to do coloring later. Tomorrow, I guess. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe sometime tomorrow. We'll see. I'll try not to work on it off stream, I guess. I don't know. It'd be hard for me to do, but we'll see. Whoa, I tilted my pen too much, I guess, on that one. I feel like the pen size got bigger, but I think I just zoomed in more. How do I fix this? If I feel like doing just art, just do it. Oh, thanks. Oh my gosh, my cat just fell off the lap. He's fine though. You're happy I'm sharing the process though. Yeah. It's interesting to do. I don't normally like draw in front of people, so definitely out of my comfort zone, but it's been fine so far. This needs to be fixed somehow. I don't know how. Let's do this claw real quick. I watch a lot of people draw though, so I probably have weird expectations of what I should be doing versus what I do, but I'm just gonna do what I do. I still... the post this thing is staying on. I never really worked that out all the way, and I still don't know what I'm doing with it. I'm gonna go like this for now. Same with this foot, because you can't really see the toe, but also it seems too long. I don't want it to create too many weird tangents. Like, I don't know that I like how it's lining up right now with the other lines of the other foot, but I'll leave it that way for now, I guess. I don't know what to do with it. Obviously this claw's not right. Oops. Okay, that's so much bigger than this other one, but I think I need to make this other one bigger. Oh yeah, I can sit differently again. I forgot. Trace it first. I think the line angle is good, but not big enough. Big enough. I gotta see the other one. The angle got a little weird, but it's okay. I'll just make this line a little bigger. The edge just isn't quite right. I did just realize when I zoom in that yes, this does overlap actually. It's not just a opaque line like I was hoping. But we're already so far in, so whatever. You can't tell from zoomed out. Zoomed in you can. Okay, almost to the end of the lines, maybe? Sort of? I don't know what the best angle is to turn this canvas for this one. That worked. I feel like this shoulder should still be a little bit more jagged. Or not jagged, but sharp, maybe? Sure. A little bit more. Ooh, scared. No, I don't like that. Something is. I don't know why that felt weird. Maybe this needs to go this more. Don't know if that's better or not. Like, maybe just need to connect it. No. I don't know if I should put this one here in. Maybe I should just not go up all the way on one side. It feels, I don't know, like something needs to be there, but also not at the same time. Maybe we'll try not. It will look different as I color it, I think. So, man, hard to be so indecisive on your journey. No. I think I'm gonna decide that this is way too many lines because it's way too many lines, but we'll see what it looks like. Eventually with color, I think. Before I decide to erase lines. I feel like even though in my reference I couldn't see part of the leg, like the fuzzy part of the leg on this one, I think I need to put something there. It looks weird. I think just barely though. Maybe not. Alright, so not much left to line. Circle, pebble. The eye, which I feel like this marker might be too heavy for that. Maybe that's okay. Looking great, thanks. I'll look at it like later and see a bunch of stuff I want to change. But I'm not mad at the progress so far. I need to decide what time I actually need to be done. I think I can push it to like 1:30, maybe a little bit after 1:30. So a little bit, like 20 minutes, 25 minutes, maybe. So I guess that's time to start coloring and reworking stuff again. After I get this post situation figured out. Ugh. Does it have to be too complicated, right? The post. With a really bad tangent line. This doesn't seem quite right. Alright. This. Question is, because I don't want to put a full post in here. Maybe I just don't even extend it. Okay, maybe I don't even extend it. That's the answer, I think. Let's see if I can kind of line up this curve. I can't make it super parallel. I think that actually the top one needs to be adjusted. Still don't think this top back line is right either. Okay, yeah, maybe we'll go with that sort of angle. I don't know. Good enough. Good enough. I'm gonna fix this. Good enough. Okay, I think I'm gonna try to start doing some color. The other schedule here. Also, it seems really tilted on it. So I'm gonna fix that real quick, I think. Let's just flip it all. Too much. I don't know. Whatever. It doesn't matter. That's fine. Eh. I also feel like the line weights definitely changed. Yeah, that's normal. I definitely started to feel a little bit more in the groove towards the end of them. So, it's to be seen. Okay, how do I want to do the color? Because since the pen for the inking isn't... Okay, I gotta remember how to do this too. Select, automatic. And then, oh, you can't even see the selection tools and stuff. Interesting. Interesting. Uh, invert. And then... Oh, do I need to do that first? Mask? I don't remember how to do this part. I always take time to figure out how to do the matte clip masking. Let's see if that... Hey, that is right. Okay. And then we're just gonna change this to... We'll go with a lightish purple for now. Just fill this whole thing in. Let's move that under the line layer though. And then I can just erase the parts I don't need. And then it will be easier to fill in. Sometimes I feel like I've done I've done physical art, but I've done digital art more like as I've gotten back into art in my older ages. And like, I don't know. How it's done seems like cheating, sort of. But also, it's not. It's a tool. And since you don't have the exact, like, control you would have in physical media, I don't know. Just a contemplation. Lines do not look purple at all, though. Okay. So I think... that's gonna do the start of it. Okay. Now I gotta decide the colorings I want for stuff. Oops, nope, I missed this part. Just kidding. I should just make this eraser bigger, but... be around the edges first. I should set a timer. I'm gonna zone out and totally, like, not pay attention to the time. I can tell. Okay, so colors, let's decide. I think I'd probably just go with a do I want to go with blue, purple for the base? I think probably. Let's refill. Dark enough for the middle ground. It's gonna be hard because crows are so, like, monocolor, but also shiny. So, Yeah, that's probably an okay, like, medium color, I guess. Now comes deciding where to put the shadows. Look at my reference again. And I want to do it chunky. That too dark. That looks too dark. Maybe I made it too blue. Hard to tell. Because it's gonna really blend in with the line color too much, I think. Let's change that. Still feel like that's too dark. Oh, right, and I have the marker on, which... That's the pen I should be using for this. Also, I normally do it earlier and I didn't. Still in the masking. Yes. Nope, I did not close the lines. Alright. Now where goes my hand? I need a different brush. No, I just need to make it smaller again. of people use the lasso tool to do this. I think I should try that. So hard for me to decide where these shadows should be. I'm probably gonna jump around a lot. Hopefully I can use the filter. Hey. I feel like this isn't dark enough. Always do that. I think I just realized that this light is really not in the right direction. It needs to go up, not down. I'll just take the light out. Okay. Now there's some darkness in there. These sort of like this, maybe? I don't know if that's right. I'll come back to it. What time is it? Oh, it's about 1:30. That. Okay. I should go. I just said it was the time I needed to go. Bad thing about art too is like you get in the zone and you just keep going. Kind of like playing Stardew. You kind of just like, oh, I'll just do this one more thing. Oh, I'll just do this one more thing. Or any of those sort of games. Where you just like chill and just doing one more thing. Alright, well, I got a lot to do still to finish this, but I've got to go for now. I think it's going okay so far, though, so I'm liking it. We'll see how I feel about it when I look at it again later. Anyway, I appreciate everyone that stopped in and just hung out and watched me do some slow sketching and drawing. I appreciate it all, and I hope you enjoy your day, your evening, your time. Thanks again. See you guys.